How to add and subtract similar rational algebraic expressions? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon dito sa ating matsayang talakayan. Kaya, stay tuned! Hello, grade 8 learners! For today's lesson, we are going to discuss adding and subtracting similar rational algebraic expressions. With the learning competency, performs operations on rational algebraic expressions with the following objectives. Recall addition and subtraction of similar fractions. Pag sinabi nating similar fractions, these are fractions with the same denominators. And add or subtract similar rational algebraic expressions. Paano nga ba mag-add o mag-subtract ng similar fractions? Let us see. For example, we have 1/2 plus 3 over 2. So just simply add the numerators. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Then copy the common denominator. So we have 2. And simplify the result if possible. So 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Next is we have subtraction. So just simply subtract its numerators 3 minus 1. So we have 2. Then copy the common denominator which is 5. Okay, and the final answer is 2/5. Then next, we have 3 over 10 plus 2 over 10. So just add the numerators. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 and copy the common denominator which is 10. Then reduce the answer in lowest term. So as you can see, 5 and 10, we have the GCF 5. So 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1 and 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. So therefore, the final answer is 1/2. And then, we have 5 over 8 minus 3 over 8. So subtract the numerators. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Then copy the common denominator, which is 8. Then simplify the result. So the GCF of 2 and 8 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So therefore, the answer is 1/4. So how it is related to addition and subtraction of similar rational algebraic expressions? Now, when we say similar rational algebraic expression, these are expressions with the same denominator. So just like similar fractions, fractions with the same denominator. So let us follow the following steps. Add or subtract the numerators. Copy the common denominator. Simplify if possible. When we simplify, we have factor the numerator and cancel or divide out the common factor, then simplify. Okay, so this is the summary of the steps. So we have add or subtract the numerators, copy the common denominator, then factor the numerator and cancel or divide out the common factor, then simplify. So in symbol, we can represent it as A over B plus C over B, which is equal to A plus C over B. And A over B minus C over B is equal to A minus C over B. Take note that B must not be equal to 0. In case that B becomes 0, the expression will become undefined. Let's have our first example. 3x over 5y plus 4 over 5y. So first, you have to add the numerators. So you have 3x plus 4. Okay, so isulat lang natin 3x plus 4 since they are not similar terms. Then, copy the common denominator. And the common denominator is 5y. Okay, so for the third step, factor the numerator. So this will be if possible. Since 3x plus 4 is a prime polynomial and wala na tayong makikitang common factor from numerator and the denominator, therefore, we have now our final answer as 3x plus 4 over 5y. Example number 2. X minus 5 over x plus 3 plus 7 over x plus 3. So first, add the numerators. So you have x minus 5 plus 7. Then, copy the common denominator. So you have the common denominator is x plus 3. Okay, for this time, you have to combine similar terms. Since negative 5 and positive 7 are similar terms, then let us combine them. So negative 5 plus 7 is equal to positive 2. Okay, so the expression will become x plus 2 over x plus 3. For step number 3, you have to factor the numerator if possible. Since x plus 2 is a prime polynomial, x plus 3 is also a prime polynomial, so therefore, this is now your final answer. Example number 3. X squared minus 2x minus 7 over x squared minus 9 plus 3x plus 1 over x squared minus 9. First, we have to add the numerator and then copy the common denominator. Okay, so we have now x squared minus 2x minus 7 plus 3x plus 1 over x squared minus 9. Then, combine similar terms. So, we are going to combine negative 2x and positive 3x. So, negative 2x plus 3x is equal to positive x. Then, combine negative 7 and positive 1. So, negative 7 plus 1 is equivalent to negative 6. So, the expression will now x squared plus x minus 6 over x squared minus 9. Okay, then factor the numerator. So this is if possible. Since x squared plus x minus 6 is a general trinomial, so we can write the factor as x plus 3 times x minus 2. So, finactor out lang natin yung x squared, and that is x times x. Then, factor out negative 6 that the sum is equal to positive 1. So, we have here positive 3 and negative 2. Okay? So, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 and 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay? Then, in the denominator, we can also have the factors. Okay, since this is a difference of 2 squares, so you have the square root of x squared is x. Okay, then square root of 9 is 3. Okay, so after factoring each term, then makikita na natin that there are common factors. And the common factors are x plus 3 and x plus 3. Then, write the remaining terms. So, we have x minus 2 over x minus 3. And this is now your final answer. Example number 4. M over m minus 2 minus 2 over m minus 2. So first, we are going to subtract the numerator. So we have m minus 2. So we are going to write m minus 2 and then copy the common denominator. And the common denominator is m minus 2. Okay? Factor out the numerator if it is possible. Since m minus 2 is a prime polynomial, so we do not need to factor it out. So when we divide m minus 2 by m minus 2, the answer is equal to 1. So the final answer here is 1. Example number 5. 9x squared over 3x minus 5 minus 25 over 3x minus 5. Okay, subtract the numerator, then copy the common denominator. Okay, so when we subtract the numerator, we have 9x squared minus 25. Then the common denominator is 3x minus 5. Okay, then factor the numerator. Since the numerator is a difference of two squares, so you have get the square root of 9x squared, which is equivalent to 3x. And get the square root of 25, which is 5. So we can write it as plus and minus. So the factors are 3x plus 5 and 3x minus 5 over the common denominator 3x minus 5. Then, cancel or divide out common factor. Common factors are 3x minus 5 and 3x minus 5. So the final answer is 3x plus 5. Example number 6. X squared plus 8x minus 15 over 3x squared minus 9x minus 4x plus 6 over 3x squared minus 9x. So first, subtract the numerator and copy the common denominator. So when we subtract the numerator, we have here x squared plus 8x minus 15 minus the quantity of 4x plus 6. And the common denominator, we have 3x squared minus 9. So in here, when we combine or before we combine similar terms, we need to change the sign of the subtrahend and then proceed to addition. Then combine similar terms. So since 4x plus 6 is our subtrahend, so we will change their signs. So you have x squared plus 8x minus 15. We proceed addition. From positive 4x, it will become negative 4x. From positive 6, it will become negative 6. Okay, then combine similar terms. Similar terms are 8x and negative 4x. So when we combine, it is equivalent to 4x. And then another one, we have negative 15 and negative 6. So when we combine, it will become negative 21. So we have our expression as x squared plus 4x minus 21 over 3x squared minus 9x. Okay? So let's factor out the numerator and also the denominator if possible. So since x squared plus 4x minus 21 is a general trinomial, so we are going to factor x squared. So that is equivalent to x times x. Ito yon. Okay? And then, find factors of negative 21 that the sum of these factors is equal to positive 4. So we have positive 7 and negative 3. So when we multiply, the product is negative 21. When we add 7 and negative 3, the answer is positive 4x. Then factor out the denominator. So we are going to have the common monomial factor. And its GCF is 3x. So 3x squared divided by 3x is x. Then negative 9x divided by 3x is negative 3. Okay, then cancel out common factors. Okay, common factors are x minus 3 in the denominator, and write the final answer. So the final answer is x plus 7 over 3x. And that's it. Now it's your turn. Do this activity on your paper or notebook. Okay, so perform the indicated operation. Number 1, x squared plus 3x minus 2 over x squared minus 4 plus x squared minus 2x plus 4 over x squared minus 4. And number 2, 4x squared over 2x minus 3 minus 4x minus 3 over 2x minus 3. Mag-practice at magtiyaga para matuto at maging matgaling. Again, this is Teacher Dali na nagsasabing, practice makes perfect. Thank you! Bye!